Hi guys, it's Black Shirt Day, and now I'm putting on makeup in front of you.
Hello, you filthy metrosexual peasant. I am Lord Bear, and had you been a constituent of my land and caught applying girly-faced liquid to your schwad, you would be loaded onto a trebuchet and launched into next week. But luckily for you, you aren't, but that's not going to stop me from making fun of you. What exactly has happened to the days of the good old-fashioned rough and ready? If you have to sit next to your significant other, applying and wiping off makeup together, then we, as a society, need to really consider locking you up in a dungeon, rather than you locking up that blue-haired girl in yours.
I am such a masculine man boy, because that's what we're all desperate to prove, right? Our masculinity, we're not compensating. That is the mark of a true alpha male.
Well, that depends if you're one of these insecure gentlemen that need to prove their masculinity to the world. Personally, I have no need. I just ooze it. The top hat, my unamused expression, my over-the-top accent, my thick ding-a-ling, the ladies love me. They'd be more than happy to act as my maids on my estate. However, on the flip side, as the kids call it, I believe, you sound just a little threatened by the other males here, Onision. And being someone who used to watch your Onision Speaks videos, I know your history with your father and the military, and know you've basically become a masculinity hipster. I wasn't masculine before it was cool.
Anyway, to everyone who doesn't perpetuate, rumors about Tobuscus, rumors about Johnny Depp, rumors about Elton John for some reason, there was actually a tabloid thing that he sued the shit out of them, the f***ing shit out of them. And he won. That's why we fact-check people, because otherwise you get f***ing sued.
Pretty rich coming from you, Onision. You've made videos on people before, and most likely gotten a few things wrong. Not everyone gets sued, not that I have any idea what you are on about right now. What do these rumours about celebrities including ultra-masculine British and not to mention fabulous singer Elton John have to do with this video? God, it's like trying to respond to someone with multiple personality disorder. Not to mention the sheer amount of jump cuts in this video, Onision. You're a jump cut ninja master!
Rightfully so. And that's also why I haven't been sued so far.
Yet! The operative word, Onision, is yet. Although one has to wonder why that blue-haired girl you locked up in the basement didn't sue you. Or Eugenia Cooney, not suing due to you trying to quote-unquote save her by being a massive pest.
When I say something about someone, I generally like to take them admitting to it first before I say they did it. That's my general policy.
But what about if you saw them do it? What if all the evidence was there but they hadn't admitted guilt? Pretty poor policy if a confession is all you're looking for, Onision.
And the rule is they have to say it with their own voice as themselves in order for me to say that they did what they admitted they did. You can't be playing a character because then it's just stupid.
Ah, excellent! Onision cannot sue me! Based on his policy, of course. Fantastic news!
And as we learned from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you cannot take tweets seriously, apparently. Which is why we all need to stop believing every damn thing we hear online.
Couldn't agree more. Don't believe everything you see online without evidence. Admission of guilt isn't really enough, especially if the act committed wasn't actually a crime, just silly internet drama or something.
But oh my gosh, that's not what this video is about. This video is about guns. So a little while ago, I tweeted that real men don't need semi-automatic weapons.
That's right! Real men carry blunderbusses. But not only that, they first steal their target's cutlery to load it into first and then boom! A real man pays his wenches in sexy favours rather than food or coin. A real man doesn't just beat his serfs, he patches them up afterwards. There, your entire argument is right here, used by me, Lord Bear. Use it.
And I said that because recently New Zealand banned semi-automatic weapons based on what I saw online. And the message there was, anyone can kill someone with a semi-automatic weapon. So do real men need semi-automatic weapons?
I don't think that's the point here, to be honest with you, Mr. or Mrs. Onision. It's hard to tell. It's extremely difficult to counter your points without getting massively political, so I will try to answer your question, sir and or madam. Does a man need a maid who also doubles up as his sex slave? Does a man need to steal your cutlery before firing it back at you via blunderbuss? Does a man need to snort white lines of fun powder off of the booties of bouncing bottom girls? Does a man need to launch melons at very obvious in-the-closet wizards? Yes, because it helps.
This person responded with, real men use burst fire mode. Yes, that's all fine and dandy until the person using burst fire mode walks into your church and is shooting you and your family, and then what you're saying doesn't seem so ha-ha-ha anymore, does it?
I wonder if Onision is aware that some of these mass shootings have been carried out by people armed with pistols and shotguns as well. Also, Onision, I think that's a joke, to be honest with you. You taking some of these tweets seriously either shows that you know that, but need the content, or you're just a bit of a flathead.
People always imagine themselves as the killer and not the killed, but statistically, you're more likely to be the kill.
I know, right? Gets me hard within seconds. Close your eyes and imagine yourself stuffing whisks, knives and forks into the barrel, then boom! Peasants flying everywhere. A bit of peasant over here, a bit of peasant over there. The screams, oh, I'm going to splooge right now.
This guy says, I always love listening to beta males tell me about real men. It's like a politician telling me about ethics, or an abortionist talking about the value of life. Abortionist? Who calls pro-lifers abortionists?
Onision, I'm fairly sure that if you refer to someone as an abortionist, it means that they carry out abortions and are therefore not pro-life. You know, if you're going to respond to these serious tweets as well as the obvious jokes, you should probably be honest in how you approach them. Words have meaning, Onision, and that was a misrepresentation of his argument. Much like how you putting on makeup is a misrepresentation of what you really look like.
Your conservative side is just oozing through your skin. And by the way, I'm certified on machine gun grenade launchers and a number of other weapons. In fact, it's probably more weapons than most of these people. Also, I kind of served my country for over 3 years, so I don't know.
3 years? Alex served 5.5, matey. Not even a dog watch out of you. Also, I've seen your Onision Speaks videos about your military service. As far as I'm aware, you didn't actually do anything. I mean, Alex took part in NATO interdiction operations in the Eastern Mediterranean. He took part in seizing £5 million worth of cocaine off of the coast of West Africa, which admittedly I'm a little peeved at him for that. I could have eaten that fun white powder. He did a whole bunch of other things as well. I seriously doubt you've played with any guns since, or maybe we should consider Shane Dawson's giggle stick a gun.
Maybe you should know who you're talking about before you start trying to emasculate them. Yeah, real men kill with their bare hands.
The thing is, my dear onion boy person, you aren't in the military anymore. And now you have videos on the internet where people watch you apply makeup to yourself. Are you truly surprised that these gentlemen would question your masculinity, especially after posting an opinion that questions their freedom to purchase specific types of guns? Also, real men kill with their bare eyelids, not hands. Having opposable thumbs is too easy, I say.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe real men just don't kill at all. I mean, technically, real men just, are people who identify as men.
Or maybe you're just a girly-headed flibbity-gibber. Yeah. What do you think about that, Onision? Anyway, a real man doesn't kill anything. He hires others to do it for him, like a true capitalist.
It's not that complicated. This person says, real men complete basic training. Yeah, thanks for calling me a real man. I completed basic training the first attempt, and then I went on to special forces training and refused to kill a rabbit, so then I was switched over to security forces. If only you people did research.
I knew that. Once upon a time, before Alex got into this game, he used to watch those videos where you speak about it. Although, to be fair, you could be lying, just like your face is a lie. Alex also completed basic training the first go-round as well.
Real men don't need Twitter. You're on Twitter right now.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a bloody chuffing joke. Poor gotcha there, Onision. I know you need the content, having about 5 channels that you somehow manage to upload to every day, but come on! You could just do a makeup tutorial for metrosexuals or something and spill tea to get the views. By the way, the spilling tea community, I personally find that offensive.
Real men need to study the sword.
I couldn't agree more with Bob Barker there. That way, I can enlist an army and send them off to pillage and plunder in my name. think of the new wenches I could acquire.
See, this I think is a good idea. I think everybody should study sword fighting because sword fighting is super duper cool.
Onision, I, Lord Bear, hereby officially challenge you to a sword fighting duel, sir and or madam. Not only will it be super cool, but I'm sure the crowd will roar when I decapitate you. I have to wonder though, if I manage to open up Onision, would I be beset by acid or glitter?
What's next? Real men don't need freedom? Apparently, some people view having a semi-automatic weapon as pretty much the next door neighbor of freedom itself. Okay, well I guess like Afghanistan's the freest place in the world because apparently there, every other mofo has a rocket launcher, so why don't you move there?
That's not what he means though. Remember what I said about honesty earlier, Onision? He means having the right or the option to buy a semi-automatic, not the right to live where everyone has RPGs and AK-47s.
Real men use A10, so do real women. Team Bird!
Have you ever seen a video of an A10 Thunderbolt? It is by far one of the coolest things you will ever see or hear ever! Unless you're the ones about to be Also, again, Onision, that's a joke. Let's not be silly sausages here.
Yeah, A10s are really cool until you think about how many women, children, innocent families, etc. those have killed.
Collateral damage will always be a fact of war unless we just start sending in fully automated militaries at each other, but even then it's unlikely to occur. My great-granddaddy was hit by a rogue teabag in the officers' mess once. Terrible, terrible waste of tea.
I mean, if you think about it, a huge percentage of the American population consists of total sociopaths. We don't care because they're foreign. And then you guys go and say you're pro-life. Okay.
That's some dishonest arguing from Onision right there. I'm sure most colonial conservatives do actually care about human life. That's not the argument. The argument is the freedom to purchase a particular type of weapon and whether real men need them or not. This entire video is preposterous.
This guy says a lot of redneck women have semi-automatic guns because they care about their families. It's not only men where I come from.
You know, Onision, I would have thought you being, well, you, that you'd appreciate some equality. You should get Lanybot a semi-automatic weapon. She might even bounce on your feminine peen if you do.
You and your spelling. It's very obvious it's not typos. But did you know that there's this thing called the shotgun? And the shotgun is basically an idiot-proof weapon, okay?
I beg to differ, sir. See, you have these people that think shooting from the hip is cool and they can handle the recoil, when in actuality it should be held firmly in their shoulders.
Real men don't look like real teenage girls. Do I look like a teenage girl? Are you attracted to me? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'd smash your back doors in, Onision, while giving you kidney digs to help tighten up your otherwise slack ring. Good grief, ladies and gentlemen. There was some seriously dishonest arguing here from good old Onion Boy. Nothing new, but it has been a very long time since I last responded to him. Look, Onision, I don't know what makes a real man. Probably someone who takes personal responsibility and helps to take care of his family or words to that effect. But you, sir, or madam, have demonstrably proven that you aren't a real man, not because of your beliefs regarding semi-automatic rifles or weapons, but because you started this video applying makeup to your face! But dearest viewer, what are your thoughts here? What makes a real man exactly? Maybe we should just ban all guns and make sure everyone receives a proper education in sword fighting. Or maybe I'm just a cartoon bear being played by a guy who really just doesn't care. Who knows? But thank you so much for giving me your time today, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. And do me a solid, as the kids say. Share the video around, guys. I need the views to inflate my ego. Cheerio!